Greetings everyone, this is Mike Wright, the Astro Sherpa, dropping in with the spatial report. We're going to do a multi-dimensional travel report. So we're going to talk about 3D and the crazy circumstances going on there. But first, we're going to take you on a cosmic journey showing you multiple dimensions. So our journey starts right here, looking at this chart. This circle is an eternal loop with no beginning or ending. And all these there's individual dots, points that make up this entire circle. And we each come from a unique point of view from the solar system's perspective. So I'm going to show you the solar system and what we're viewing right now. There's the moon with Jupiter, moon in Gemini. So I'm going to take you outside on a field trip and show you this. But let's look at it, the cosmic viewpoint here, and talk about this. So we're feeling these intense energies with Mars, and I'm going to show you Mars right on the midheaven. So that's directly above us, right here. Mars retrograde back in Cancer. This is fire departments without water. So that's a big problem in LA right now. And I send many, many blessings and may the winds die down. And moon in Gemini, Jupiter in Gemini is expansive, air, changing, mutating air, so we can all get the wind to die down. So think good thoughts for the West, because it's an amazing, magical place that's just been through massive corruption. But back to our journey right now. So I'm going to show you from the Earth's point of view. The moon's right here, right? From our point of view, we see Jupiter right here, and Uranus way out there. Our eyeballs can't see Uranus. And then Mars right above us. So when we stand outside on the face of the Earth, we're going to be looking right up here. Let me back this up here, actual time. So 1:10 a.m. East Coast, January 10th, 2025. That's a point along this circle. So once we leave this point, everything in the wake of that point becomes disorderly, falls apart, chaotic. That's the destruction phase, corruption. So entropy. So we have to always, moving forward, try to maintain some semblance of order. And we do that through numbers, math, counting, awareness, consciousness. So by understanding your place on this great earth, your place in your great town, state, nation, country, world, all these things are unique to you. Here where we live in America, we have just incredible resources, super wealthy. And we've been distributing this wealth all around the world, trying to control world events. And that time's over. America's got to go inward and rebuild, because we have immensely wealthy, talented people with no power. They're burnt out, burn up. How many jobs can you work for nothing? So this is about changing and going inward and rebuilding, reconstructing these legacy power structures where corrupted people and things rose to the top through identities versus foundational ability, but that's part of the learning and growth process of seeing this whole circle from all points of view. So Pluto coming through Capricorn was the other person ruling. So we've seen all these identities getting to rule. Guess what? Did you like ruling? Most people don't, because it's lonely at the top. Ask Mars right now. So we get a very, very fortunate understanding of time space right now. That's what this whole awakening has been. So Pluto right here coming through Aquarius will be basically upheaval, tearing up the community. Clubs, sports, all these things we love, recreation spots, getting out, travel. Aquarius is transmission of ideas and data over the air or places, things we can't see, the ether. Literally, the internet was transmitted on the backbone called Ethernet. So man made an artificial universe. Now we're going to come into a universe here with, artificial intelligence. So Saturn is the original cosmic consciousness of intelligence. Right here, Saturn. So Saturn has rings around it, and the planets Jupiter, Saturn, these are outside of the sphere where Mars, Venus, Earth, Mercury. So these are gas planets. So the rings are what contains gas and makes it stay in, in its bounds. So the rings of Saturn bound the spirit into these circles, these orbs, planets we call them. So we're going to see big, big consciousness of understanding of that ethereal world and what lives on these planets, consciousness. So there's been a lot of stories passed down through metaphors, symbols, signs, numbers. So it's for your mind to correlate and open up to that understanding. So we use, knowledge, wisdom. We listen to the land. We listen to our elders, hopefully. Most times, as children, we're wounded by sitting in our elders' ceremonies, rituals. And that's why religions just deeply cause so much division. That's why Neptune and Jupiter rule Pisces, which is insight into these spiritual stories. So everybody has a point of view or perspective, and they get to promote that any way they want, but not projecting you're better, your ego identity, spiritual story is better than anybody else's, because we're all points on this unending circles of circles. So let's go outside here and show you this magnificent moon. And that moon is now 132 degrees. So 120 degrees was a favorable angle. So with the sun, so now we're now getting that maximum light, increasing the things in our awareness, psychological awareness, of old power structures, and how we have to reimagine, re-innovate, bring in new technology so that our communities are safer. These old legacy power structures are failing. Poor leadership, right there. Mars retrograde back into Cancer is, these active people protecting our homes and family. So we have to respect, each person's identity, culture, matrix. Okay, there's Mars right above us. Yeah, that is, I'm looking due south. Okay, and there's Mars with Pollux and Castor, the Gemini twins. So Mars, even though it's on our chart, shows in Cancer in this sky from what's called the sidereal perspective. It's actually at the end of Gemini there. So let's go see this moon, beautiful moon with Jupiter. Look at that. That's incredible. So that's a waxing moon now in Gemini from the Western perspective. So we're doing a translation based upon the spring equinox of light and its journey in an eternal loop. So that is just amazing. So we know we live in a sphere circle by watching. That moon will rotate. Go with your own eyes and it'll meet Mars when the moon's in Cancer, right there. Mars right on Pollux and Castor. That's wild. Just extraordinary how much understanding we're being given if you tune up. So letting go of old ego identities that are wounded because you didn't get what you wanted, or you weren't this, or you weren't that. So spirit is in the outer world. It doesn't have a body. It's in another type. So that's something you can comprehend through meditation and focus and awareness and see these higher dimensions. So this moon conjunct Jupiter is opening up your knowledge to communicate new spiritual understanding. You know, unblock the wounds of spiritual leaders, these old spiritual characters, and understand they have immense importance. So anyway you go, I hope you're well. Tune in, tune up, and participate. Astro Sherpa out.